School Startup Assessment Administration Tutorial, English, Grade 3. School has been closed for so long, and not all children had access to the same opportunities. Where will you begin when you start teaching again? This video tutorial introduces a tool that can help, the School Startup Assessment. The video will explain how the assessment is administered and how to determine a child's reading profile. The assessment is administered by a teacher and learners are tested individually. There are 2 reading tasks with items based on standards from the previous grade level. The goal is to help teachers identify children in need of additional support and understand how much is needed. The assessment results will help you determine the child's reading profile. Is the learner grade ready? Or is the learner in need of a light refresher, moderate refresher, or full refresher? Before you begin, make sure you have everything you need: the teacher administration guide, and the learner sheet for the target language and grade. You will also need a sheet of paper and a pencil for scoring, and the class record sheet to write down the results of the child's performance. Also, make sure that you have a quiet and comfortable space. When ready, place the learner sheet in front of the child. Ask the child to read the words in Task 1. If the child is unable to read any of the words correctly, end the assessment. This means that the child will need a full refresher. If the child identifies at least one word correctly on Task 1, ask the learner to read the words in the second box. Remember, you never write on the learner sheet. Use your notebook to count the number of words correctly. Add the total number of words read correctly for both tasks, and this gives you the child's profile. Up to 10 words correct, the child will need a moderate refresher. Between 11 and 16 words correct, the child would benefit from a light refresher. Above 16 words correct, the child's profile is grade ready. Here are general guidelines to follow. Ask the child to point to the first item in the box before they begin. Allow the child to read each item on the learner sheet out loud at their own pace. Do not help the child read any of the items during the assessment, and write down the child's score once each task is completed. Remember, children have been out of school for an extended period, and not all had access to learning materials and opportunities. It is expected that some learners may need extra support. This School Startup Assessment will help you identify which of your students may need additional support and how much. To learn more about how to support your learners based on their assessment results, check out the video Understanding Reading Profiles. This video is made possible by the generous support of the American people through the U.S. Agency for International Development and developed under the ABC Plus, Advancing Basic Education in the Philippines project, a partnership of USAID and the Department of Education, implemented by RTI International.